Oh,
The
and get
empire's
this.
on the run.
France is pro-business.
Alex Jones
PM
and the GCN
tells
Radio
London
Network.
audience. And the Easter Bunny's real, too.
You've heard about the essential qualities of iodine when it comes to your well-being, and you've read the opinions of top experts regarding this good member of the halogen family. Still, reports indicate that iodine is absent in sufficient amounts from the daily lives of countless people worldwide. Now, our extra-strength new nascent iodine formula is here, Survival Shield X2, leading the way into the next generation of super high-quality nascent iodine. InfoWars Life Survival Shield X2 is derived from 200+ million-year-old salt solutions found more than 7,000 feet below the Earth's surface. The result is a unique nascent iodine that is both concentrated and free of unwanted additives, genetically modified ingredients, and completely vegan. We even pre-screen our Survival Shield X2 iodine for radiation. Pure, clean, and sourced from deep within the Earth, X2 nascent iodine is available exclusively at InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsStore.com, or call 1-888-253-3139.
Open your eyes. It's time to give your eyes a powerful nutritional boost. Sight is the primary input to the brain, arguably making eyesight the most important sense we have. And just like the other important organs in our bodies, our eyes function at peak levels when they are fed the proper amounts of essential nutrition. Open your eyes. Combining key ingredients like vitamin A, zinc, lutein, proprietary saffron bulb extracts, and more, OcuPower by InfoWars Life is a new formulation specifically designed to nutritionally assist the natural function of healthy eyes. Optimize the natural power of your eyes with the latest addition to the super high-quality InfoWars Life formulations, OcuPower. Go to InfoWarsLife.com or InfoWarsStore.com to order OcuPower or call 1-888-253-3139. OcuPower. Open your eyes.
DNA Force. When cells become toxic, they die early and aging sets in. DNA Force. No one has put together a formula that focuses directly on brain health, nerve growth factors, and optimizing your cellular energy at the same time. Just one of the key compounds, BioPQQ, is backed by major clinical studies. DNA Force. We now have the synergistic solution. Secure your DNA Force today at InfoWarsLife.com or call toll-free 888-253-3139. DNA Force.
The government's Department of Homeland Security is buying up loads of ammo. At the same time, they're restricting civilians' rights to own and purchase firearms. Can you put two and two together? Infidel Body Armor can stop every round, including hollow points and .308 sniper rounds, is reasonably priced and fully legal. But for how long? Go to InfidelBodyArmor.com, spelled INFIDEL bodyarmor.com. Infidel Body Armor. Just won't quit.
Big Brother, mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. It's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network.
My friends, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be alarmist here. Government, under the term democide, has killed over 262 million people in the 20th century alone, as the University of Hawaii study. A conservative number, 262 million people have been killed who were not military combatants, not soldiers. In the 20th century, the number one unnatural killer was government. Our forebears warned us. Government generally degenerates. Evil special interests get in control, and you see a full collapse of society and nightmares are born. When you have a renaissance, free market, open society, you literally create so much wealth, your grandkids become decadent slobs, and then the cycle of evil continues again. The veneer of civilization is paper thin and is wearing away right now. And we are entering the depths of a violent bottom of the cycle. So I cannot stress to you enough that this age of crisis, this age of destabilization has only begun. Most of the world is in semi-starvation mode. 30 million people starve to death a year, half of them children. Almost every third world nation is in flames right now or is completely destabilized with riot police on the street. The West are like mountains in an ocean of corruption and an ocean of poverty, but the water is rising quick in Japan, in Italy, in the United States, in Canada, in Germany, in Spain, in Portugal, in Greece, in Ireland, in Greenland. It's rising fast. And the globalists have decided to accelerate it as fast as they can to artificially bring the world to carrying capacity. And carrying capacity is if you've got 100 cows on a field and there's only enough grass for 50 cows, over the next few months, more than 50 cows will die. You go, but wait, the carrying capacity is 50. Why would 65 die? They've done studies on this. I'm giving you just a ballpark number. Because at first, they all eat things down and bring it into to an even lower abundance level. So now the carrying capacity is 35 cows, 20 cows, 5 cows. The energy's being turned off. The food's being turned off. They're paying farmers around the world not to produce. Our immune systems are being lowered by design. And you've got this parasitic, technocratic class of Republicans and Democrats, of Labor and Tory, it's the same worldwide, who actually know all this and sit around preying on their constituency, playing games with you. And they're going to pose as the saviors during this long Cold War, this long siege, the most ancient and total form of war against every decent institution, against everything good, everything wholesome. We are witnessing an Illuminati revolution. Just as the French Revolution is an open Illuminati revolution. We are witnessing an attempt to overthrow reality, to overthrow truth, to fully domesticate and shackle humanity and destroy our free will. It is the opposite, the polar opposite of enlightenment or of illumination. That's why they call themselves the Illuminati. They do not illuminate. Oh, the inner circle of the Illuminati believes they are illuminated with the Master 360 Luciferian panopticonic understanding. But they themselves are the greatest of the deceived. To know the knowledge they possess and to have physically, using human ingenuity and our creativity, built semi-omnipresent surveillance systems and to not see the destruction they are creating. Well, they actually do see it. They worship it like a moth to flame. And they are truly not illuminated, or they would not seek to dominate free will and to dominate life and to reduce life and destroy life and exterminate life out of a spoiled, rotten, convulsive, demonic orgy of darkness. But that's what's on the other side. You join with the New World Order, you have stepped in and taken Satan's hand and have asked to be pulled through into that world. I personally, studying history, studying the globalist stone writings, and my own bizarre life experiences, beyond anything you'd see in a movie, do have a limited view into what the global architects are up to. It's extremely detailed, extremely wide-reaching, more than what a lot of their top people even have. But when I say limited, my soul and my psyche doesn't swim in the same waters as theirs, so I can't see it through their eyes. But I can come close, and let me tell you, it shakes my very soul. Just as they cannot see the things I've seen and where my soul dwells. Even for but fleeting moments each month, in the stillness of the night, in the quiet place of the Most High. And that's why they put fluoride in the water. That's why they dumb down the population. That's why they feed you GMO, because you will have that quiet dignity, that quiet confidence, that quiet understanding that will transcend this world and transcend all these corrupt, wicked people who, for temporal power on this globe, would cheat their fellow men and women and would pull down the psyches and the free will of other individuals in an attempt so that they might dominate. They're cheaters. And they're not fans of humanity, and they will fail. Rick Perry is under tremendous pressure, and folks know that I don't like Rick Perry because he was a big Democrat and was for gun control before he flipped sides with Karl Rove, but that can always still happen. If somebody was a Democrat and woke up, had a road to Damascus moment, I would support them if their fruits were good after that. If I didn't see the politician betrayals where they flip-flop. Rick Perry pushed Gardasil. Said it was the law to take it when it wasn't. The deadly HPV shot. But he has done some pro-gun stuff, and he has done some real stuff on the border, just because really his constituents demand it. So that's fine. He's a lot better than Dianne Feinstein or Barack Obama. But the first thing he should have done at that press conference last Wednesday is what Governor Jindal did on Friday. Call for President Obama to stop all flights coming in from 6 different African nations, 2 of which have already basically collapsed, Sierra Leone and Liberia, from Ebola. Why would you let people flee from a country that has that? Well, now Rick Perry has come out and said in fight against Ebola, U.S. must set up quarantine at borders. Texas Governor Rick Perry on Monday called for the federal government to enhance screening procedures at points of entry into the United States to check if someone might have Ebola. And I said, bare minimum do that yesterday, Perry. I know Perry listens to the show. He's told me to my face. So I just want, that's good. The procedures would include gathering more information about people coming from affected areas and perhaps taking temperatures. Think so? He said he called for fully staffed quarantine stations anywhere people enter the country. Yeah, they're going to wait till it's spreading around the country and just do it to everybody. That's fair, after all. Perry has signed an executive order creating the Texas Task Force on Infectious Diseases Preparedness and Response. So that's good. Another Ebola patient arrived in the United States on Monday, reminding the nation that the virus killing thousands of people in West Africa will likely continue to cross U.S. borders. And now the CDC is saying they believe it probably has spread to others. Really think so? They, for 5 days, sent the guy's kids back to school. They didn't clean the vomit up for days. They let the ambulance he was in drive around for days with other sick people. The guy came in a week before and they gave him antibiotics for a, quote, virus. It's not the state's job to do this, though the state has to because the feds won't. But when it starts to spread around the country, and I hope it doesn't, but it looks like it's going that direction, how will we hold Obama accountable? You're like, well, Obama's a puppet. Yeah, but you've got to hold the puppets accountable because then it sets a precedent where they get more power out of doing this, see? Teenager with Ebola-like symptoms quarantined in Miami after getting sick following a trip to West Africa.